The United Nations 30th Conference of Parties, that is COP30, begins in Belém, Brazil on 10th of November. It marks the decade since the Paris Climate Pact came into force. A lot has changed since the landmark treaty was adopted, and at the same time, the needle hasn't moved much on several long-standing climate issues. Indigenous leaders from Andes arrived in Belém to attend the COP30 climate summit. Their main goal was to demand a greater say in how their territories are managed as climate change escalates and industries including mining, oil drilling and logging press deeper into forests. A report last week by Earth Insight and the Global Alliance of Territorial Communities said that in the one-third of the Amazon rainforest occupied by indigenous or local communities, about 17% of those spaces now faced encroachment by oil and gas drilling, mining and logging concessions. In the run-up to COP30, more than 60 countries have submitted revised climate action plans. However, by all accounts, collective ambition will not be enough to keep global warming below the threshold set at Paris. The United Nations says millions of refugees are stuck in a vicious cycle of conflict and climate extremes. The UN is urging the COP30 climate summit to provide financing for the most vulnerable communities. The UN High Commissioner for Refugees says that within 15 years, places currently hosting nearly half of the world's refugees could face extreme climate shocks. By mid-2025, 117 million people had been displaced by war, violence and persecution, and 3 in 4 are living in countries with high to extreme climate risks. The agency says extreme weather is destroying homes and forcing families who already fled violence to flee again. UNHCR warns that refugee camps in Africa could face nearly 200 days of hazardous heat per year. The report also highlights funding cuts, including by the United States, and says that this is limiting protection. UNHCR is calling on COP30 to deliver real action and real climate finance.